Hi everyone, and it's Alicia, and I'm back with another process video. This time I'm using Paige Evans' Take Me Away, and just a little background why I'm moving my hands like this. I taped this in real time, kind of explaining what I was doing in real time, but I didn't like the way that everything was turning out, so I decided to fast forward it and do a voiceover. So that's why you're going to see me looking super unstable in this video, moving my hands like a kook. So anyways, now you know. But anyways, I am starting off with this background paper. It's kind of a color blocked paper, as you can see, but it worked perfectly with my photo of this sunset from the other night because I had the same kind of like purpley gray tones and then that yellow, and then that very neutral light gray, so it went perfectly. And then these clouds, I did this before I started taping, obviously, but these are a file from the cut file, the cut shop, I'm sorry, that Ashley Horton designs all the cut files for her shop called the Cut Shop. And I cut these a while ago for a different layout, and they've been sitting on my desk because I didn't end up using them. So I just grabbed them and I backed them all with different patterns from this collection. And I really loved how they looked, and I was happy to be able to use them. So I'm using a photo that I printed off of my Canon selfie, and I grabbed a frame from the ephemera pack actually, and framed the photo. It worked perfectly with the size of the photo and kind of this, you know, what was going on in the photo. And so yeah, I was happy to use that. And so now I'm just grabbing some craft foam and popping up these clouds. Gosh, this is as bad as the real-time video, I'm telling you. So just bear with me, I guess. But anyway, so I put some craft foam on the back of those two clouds so that they're popped up off the page. And then I'm just explaining here, which I know I've said before, that I love using different thicknesses of foam dots and foam and whatever you want to call it to use to pop your things up, because I just love the different dimensions of everything. I mean, you can achieve this by layering. You don't have to have different kinds like I do. That's just accumulation over time. But so I'm using these pop dots from Michaels to pop up the photo and the frame. And I'm also going to add a layer of foam tape, 3M foam tape, to that also to give it the height I want. So it does stand up further than the clouds do. And I just like doing that on my pages. I don't know. Sorry if you can hear that barking. My neighbor's dogs are always barking. So anyways, yeah, what you see me doing is I'm just fiddling, making sure that the photo sits even with all of those different varying heights now, you can say. And so I have to add some here and there and things like that to make sure everything is even. So I have it the way I want it, and I'm just quickly showing you what it looked like. And so I have some pieces pulled out already for this layout because, like I said, I was going to do it in real time and I wanted it to go a little quicker, but things just didn't work out with the real time. Maybe I'll try again one day, but... So I'm using that colors, that word colors, it's chipboard, and it's from the Thickers set of chipboard that comes with this collection. And then I'm using these really cute mirrored stickers, and this one spells out dream, and excuse my head. This one spells dream, and there is a plastic coating over the top of the sticker, which is amazing because when you peel it off, it's just beautiful, and that plastic really seems to protect it. So I was glad that American Crafts and Pink Paisley did that because that really helped a lot. So I just grabbed this little paper bow die cut from the die cut pack, and I stuck that on the bottom of the frame. And this is that circle is an ephemera piece that says faith is bigger than fear. And I layered it over a scalloped yellow wood veneer that came in the wood veneer pack, and they layered perfectly, and I loved how it kind of looked like a sun, you know, because I have the clouds and all of that. So I kind of set that to the side because I didn't know exactly where I wanted to put it yet, and I came down to the bottom right to work on a cluster here. One of my favorite things to do with frames, especially these like photo slide looking frames, is to layer them. And so that's what I did with two of them. One says "Take Me Away" and the other one is like a pink floral print, really, really pretty. And so I layered those together and I stuck a banner down, and I wanted the banner to come out from that kind of line that separates the gray and the yellow. So I did that, and then I popped up that Carpe Diem die cut. Which is also really beautiful. It has gold foiling on it. And so that's kind of bringing that cluster together down there. I was just showing you I used two dies that I have. Both are by Kelly Perky. This one I cut out of vellum, and it's kind of just looks like a little piece torn out of like a notebook. And I'm going to do my journaling on that. So I'm using the coordinating stamp that comes with it, and it's just lines. And I'm going to go ahead and use some gray archival ink and stamp that on there. I used gray because I didn't want it to be too harsh. I do end up doing my journaling in black, but you know, this way it kind of saves so much darkness on the page because obviously there's, you know, no other black embellishments on this page. So the other die that I used was this little paper clip type of die, and it also has a coordinating stamp set, and one of the little circles that fits on there says PM. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that in like a, I think it's Soft Pool by Hero Arts, so it was kind of a tone on tone. I'm going to stamp that on that clip so that whoever's looking at this layout knows that it was a sunset and not a sunrise. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that in that little slide right there. Just clip that right on. And now I think this archival ink is dry enough for me to work with this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my roller date stamp to stamp the date at the very top of that journaling thing that I created. And then I'm going to grab just a black Sharpie and do my journaling. And now I wanted to do my journaling before I put it down because I needed to know how far it would go down, so I knew how much to cut off for it to layer under that banner, because obviously the banner is a curve and this is like a straight edge on the bottom, so I wanted it to just really fit in there nicely without any poking beneath the banner, if that makes sense. So I'm just sketching a little line there and clipping off the excess, and then I'm just going to slide that under there right now. And I'm not going to put any adhesive under it right now because I'm going to end up stitching it down, and so that adhesive from the banner will kind of hold it in place until I get ready to do that. So I'm back working with this circle wood veneer faux sun that I've created, and I'm decided I do want to use it, and I'm going to put it up there by the title. And so I'm just gluing that die cut on top of the wood veneer, and I'm going to take a piece of foam tape and place it in that area in the back that's open so that it all sits straight and even. So that's up there, and I do really like how that looked. So I'm going to do a little bit more stamping. This is another Kelly Perky stamp. I have a lot of Kelly Perky stamps because I subscribe to her monthly Project Life kit or pocket page kit, however you want to call it. And so each month she sends a exclusive stamp set. So I do have quite a bit of her stamp sets, and I love them. They're so versatile. They're excellent quality. They're nice, simple, easy to use icons and words and phrases and things, so they really come in handy. But anyways, I'm going to stamp this one that says photo taken, and then it has a space for you to write in the time and then circle AM or PM. And so I just stamped that on a little tag from the ephemera pack and cut it out, and I stamped that in the gray archival ink again, and I'm going to take my Sharpie and put in the time. I just looked it up on my phone quick, and stick that right there next to the photo under the cloud. I decided to add a little staple in there just because I thought it was cute. And then I'm going to use this Heidi Swap clear word sticker that says "Today I Noticed," and I'm just clipping it so that it fits. And I was trying to be really careful not to get fingerprints since it is a clear sticker, and I was putting it on my photo. I didn't want the fingerprints to shine through, but it is really cute, and I like it on top of the photo right there. And the lettering is in gold, so it matched really well. So I decided to add one more mirror sticker just to bring that down to the bottom corner as well. And I just did a little heart down there. And now I'm just looking for kind of like the finishing touches that I want to put on the layout. So I'm just looking through the embellishments. I decided to add some of these little buttons, which are really cute. And I know it kind of bothers people, some people, when you don't put thread through your buttons, but I don't here. I just grab some of my glue and glue them on down, and yeah, that's just going to be it for those. So I grabbed a little pink one to go up there by that circle, and I grabbed this little bow to go by that stamped tag thing that I made with the time on it. And then I'm grabbing these wood veneer hearts from Studio Calico, which I love. These came in a Project Life kit, or a documenter kit they call them, quite a while ago, because I haven't subscribed to them for quite a while, but I love these wood veneers. There's open hearts that are really teeny, and then they give you the part that came out of it to make it an open heart, which are even tinier, and they're just the perfect little embellishment. So I kind of scattered 3 of those around the page. And then I did stitch on my journaling, but I accidentally tore a hole in the top, like ripping it out of my sewing machine too quick. And so I'm going to grab, I have this whole little container of little punched hearts that I punched from a previous layout I did with this when I got the collection. I'm first looking through this die cut pack, but that little flower isn't going to make it. So I grab out this little container of all these teeny tiny hearts that I punched out, and I'm going to grab 2 of them, a purple and a blue one, and I'm just going to place those over that little tear there, and you'll never know it was there. So, you know, you just kind of got to roll with the punches sometimes when you're scrapbooking. So yeah. Go ahead, layer those with the journaling, and I'm going to grab my Heidi Swap Color Shine in gold, and I'm going to do really tiny little splatters, just a few, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to do some close-ups, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the page, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!